Today, Rupert gets caught in a shower of paper and stops Nutwood Christmas presents going astray in Rupert and the Paper Fall.
There's a little bear like you've never seen before, who's a lot of fun. Children everywhere know to love him more and more. He's the number one. There's a million stories to be told of the things that he's done, and he's gonna share them all with you, so come along. Rupert, Rupert the Bear, everyone sing his name. Rupert, Rupert the Bear, everyone come and join in all of his games.
Rupert has broken up for the Christmas holidays. Just as he is about to open the door, it starts raining. Paper. The downfall stops as suddenly as it started. Rupert tidies up the garden as best he can and takes the litter indoors. A fairy on the top would be nice, thinks Mrs. Bear, surveying her tree. Hello, Mummy. Did you see this fall just now? I thought it was snow at first, says Mrs. Bear. Wherever did it come from? Why, it's names and addresses. Look, says Rupert. All in villages round here. Or perhaps they blew out of the postman's van. They did drop out of the sky, Rupert reminds her. All the same, you'd better take them along to the post office in the morning, dear. They might need them. You put them somewhere safe. Next morning, Rupert is in for a surprise. Another paper fall, he exclaims. This time, Raggedy must have been caught in it. Where there's Raggedy, there's usually trouble. Rupert is sure that whatever he's doing, he'd better be stopped. I'll, give you a hand, shall I?
Mind your own business, Rupert Bear.
Why, this is a list of Nutwood people.
Gimme!
Raggedy demands rudely, but Rupert stands firm. Not unless you tell me why you want it.
Shan't,
spits Raggedy. All right, says Rupert. I shall take it to the post office after breakfast.
You mean rotten thief!
Screeches Raggedy, beside himself with rage.
You're stealing my job.
His job, he thinks. Oh, what's he talking about? He turns back to ask. But Raggedy is sulking. As soon as Rupert has finished breakfast, he sets off for Nutwood Post Office. Raggedy and the papers have disappeared. Rupert has decided not to fly this time. Perhaps he'll meet someone who can help clear up the mystery. He's so busy wondering where the lists come from that he doesn't see Edward Trunk. And Edward doesn't see him. Oh, sorry, they say, both at once.
I was just coming to find you. A whole lot of paper fell from the sky into our garden last night, but it's gone this morning. I caught this one as it passed the window. I wondered if you'd know what it was for.
It's more Nutwood names and addresses. I'm just as puzzled as you, says Rupert, and tells him about Raggedy and the paper fall at home. They both agree that the post office may have an explanation. A little way on, they come upon an unusual sight. Well, I never knew Red Indians flew aeroplanes, says Rupert, surprised.
They don't,
says the Red Indian.
It broke down.
The chums are anxious to help.
I'm quite good with my trunk,
says Edward.
Shall I have a look at it?
The Indian is only too pleased.
Forgot tomahawk,
he tells Rupert.
But me no mechanic anyhow.
Edward carries out running repairs. Rupert is still mystified.
It's very busy up there, so I help out. See?
Rupert doesn't really. he thinks.
I think I've done the trick,
says Edward. Just then, a gust of wind catches his paper.
Don't move,
cries the Indian, making them both jump.
I track him for you.
What a funny Injun! At the sight of the Nutwood names and addresses, he gets even funnier.
Oh, ugh!
He exclaims in delight.
You wait here.
Edward did a good job on the aeroplane.
Don't move, they're collecting,
calls the Indian as he leaves them. Who's collecting what? Says Rupert, more confused than ever. I am, says Willy Wisp. He neatly removes Edward's puzzling list once more. I'm collecting this. They will be pleased at the post office.
But we're just taking it to the post office,
protests Edward. Not that post office, that one. Hey, Willy, what's going on? It's a secret. Next morning, Edward calls on Rupert in great excitement.
Look what I've got. I woke up to find it on my pillow, and it isn't even Christmas yet.
What a nice, funny Injun, says Rupert. I wonder where he came from. The chums try the aeroplane out on the common. Oh dear, says Rupert. What bad luck.
I'm afraid I'll need a screwdriver this time.
I'll go home and get you one, offers Rupert. You'll have it right in no time. I'm sure Daddy'll lend us one. That should do it, says Mr. Bear. Take care of it now. Rupert promises he will. He's surprised to find a passenger waiting for him. I've been looking for you all over the place. Have you still got that other list, the one Raggedy wanted? Yes. Why? You'll soon see, says Willy. Hop in. Rupert is longing to ask questions, but first he hurries back to where Edward is waiting. He has to deliver the screwdriver. Edward is most grateful. Now, Rupert addresses Willy firmly, are you going to answer me some riddles? Come on, calls Willy. Up they go. The winter world is left below. In outer space they pass the place where other seasons wait. The stores of spring where cuckoos sing and threaten to be late. A smoky twist of autumn mist gives chase, but still they climb through summer skies where all the flies go in the winter time. Then suddenly, he's going through the post. Rupert can hardly believe his eyes as he takes in the scene. How did Nutwood and District get into outer space? He gasps to Willy. Where are we? The Christmas clearing office, Willy tells him, and explains that presents are sorted here for the whole countryside. There's a proper panic on too, he says. Look. Operations are being directed with speed and efficiency. What's Raggedy doing here? Stammers Rupert in amazement. He wanted to try some goodwill, so he came to help out in the rush, says Willy. I'm afraid it was a mistake. That's the lunch break, he goes on. Now you'll see what I mean. Willy saves the office furniture just in time. No, Raggedy, not another paper fall, he says sternly. Rupert learns that this is the log cabinet, where all the records are kept. Raggedy has eaten the bottom out of it. Every time you knock off for a snack, Willy complains, bang goes another bundle of addresses.
There's nothing else up here worth eating,
grumbles Raggedy.
I got 'em back, didn't I?
All except this one, says Rupert. With all hands on deck, the work's done in no time. Post early for Christmas, chortles Willy as they skim back home, and see what happens. Lots of nice things do. For Edward, a new model aeroplane that really works. A fairy for Mrs. Bear's Christmas tree. A fine red Indian for Rupert's collection. And even Raggedy is allowed to eat in peace.
Rupert the Bear, everyone sing his name. Rupert the Bear, everyone come and join in all of his games. Rupert the Bear, everyone come and join in all of his games.